Hey everyone, culture is the factual state of your environment at your church, and it includes the effects of both natural influences as well as programmed and purposed influences. Hey everyone, my name is Aaron Mainers, and we are in our video series called Crafting a Healthy Church Culture. And there are so many things that affect our culture, and we just want to talk about them as leaders and find out how we can be intentional about all that happens in our houses of worship. And you're going to hear me say it a lot. We have the best message on the face of the earth that changes lives and saves souls. And we want to make sure that we have a culture that is absolutely attractional to people to come hear that message. So this definition that we have, culture is the factual state of your environment. It's the facts about your environment. It's the facts. Your culture is the facts about your environment. And it's affected by things that are natural, like a demographic could be something that affects your culture, and that's okay. That matters. There are different types of people in different parts of the country, and it just kind of sets a tone for what our house of worship might be like. Income might be one of those natural factors, and we need to learn how to work with what are natural factors, natural influencers on our culture. But it's also things that have to do with our programming and our purposed attentions that we give to our culture. So for instance, the difference between a very clean environment and a dirty environment means that you had purposed to clean the environment, the nurseries, the bathrooms, the hallways, that things look presentable so that they're attractional to people. We also see that culture is affected and defined by the perception of the person who is our guest. And that is a little harder to hear sometimes too, because what they think about our place will matter when they reminisce and kind of recount their experience at our place. Did they have an experience that will draw them back and bring them back? Were folks friendly? Did the place smell clean? Was there a decorating style that really kind of gave them a warm, homey feeling, or did things feel a little too clinical and cold? All those things matter, and they're going to matter when people make their decision about coming back to our church. And I really believe this with all of my heart, that if we'll listen to the feedback from our volunteer teams, if we'll hear what they're hearing and take that as feedback, we're going to learn some things. That's absolute and for sure. If we can listen to the feedback from our guests, our first-time visitors, oftentimes when I'm teaching a team or a group of leaders at a church, I'll direct their attention to the closest window, especially a window that shows the main road out in front of the church. And I'll say to them, do you know how many people drive past this church every week on their way to work, on their way to the grocery store? They see our place, and many of them are in need of life change. And each Sunday, God gives us the gift of new guests, new visitors, to walk into our doors. And our goal, and one of the things that we do here, is we specialize in helping the guest retention percentage go up, where we can find those folks who need Jesus, and as they come and hear your message and point them toward the cross, that they can stay and get engaged and get involved. It's what we do to kind of help. God values culture. As a matter of fact, in the tabernacle in the Old Testament, He gave some very specific directives on what that should look like. He was painting the picture of the culture that should happen for His presence. We see that also, and we're told through Scripture what heaven will be like. Heaven will have a culture, an atmosphere, a feeling. Everything points toward the Father and the Son on the throne, absolutely. But the singing and the ways that we'll recognize each other and the other things that heaven use, and the descriptors for heaven, it creates a culture. So it's important to God, and the culture in your house of worship is important to God as well. If there's any way that we can help your team and bless your team, please contact us at aarondmainers@gmail.com. And we would love to have a conversation with you on how we can be a blessing, how we can help. Hope you have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye.